Yo, what is going on everybody? Burger Creations back here with another video. And today I'm super excited to bring you this video because honestly, this is my favorite print yet. So today we're going to be printing a lightsaber from the video game Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order is a super fun video game that came out in 2019. It's where you follow a Jedi named Cal through his journeys from going from hiding about being a Jedi to actually being a full-fledged Jedi and fighting some really cool people. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't say too much. So this lightsaber is actually the first lightsaber that we see Cal with, and it actually turns out to be his master's lightsaber. Now this lightsaber in particularly used to be actually a double-bladed saber. However, over the years and everything, it got damaged, and right now it's only a single blade lightsaber with the bottom being damaged. Eventually you do get to repair this in the game, but right now we're just going to be printing that first initial damaged lightsaber and the first lightsaber we ever see with Cal. Now this print is super amazing. It is made by this really talented designer, and the designer actually has loads of different lightsabers, which I kind of want to print them all. So I was looking through the designer's website and looking through everything and really trying to see which one I wanted to print, and I couldn't really make a decision, I'm not going to lie. But I decided to go with Cal's lightsaber being my first one because it was kind of the most unique one in being that it's damaged. It's from a video game that I absolutely loved, and I think is probably the best Star Wars game that came out in recent history. And it's also just really cool looking with the top kind of, I guess, emitter guards, if you want to call it. So this print can be found on Thingiverse. It is thing number 4336828, and what I did was I printed it in two different batches. The first batch would be all the parts printed in black filament, and the second batch will be all the parts printed in silver filament. So the first batch looks like it's going to take about 22 hours and 30 minutes while using 156 grams of filament. Now the second batch looks like it's going to take 18 hours and 11 minutes using only 121 grams. So in total, this print probably would take you about a day or two, but since I have two printers, I'm going to be running the printer simultaneously with the black and silver filament. So that means I can get the print time just down to 22 hours and 30 minutes total. However, the total filament usage is going to be around 177 grams. Now that includes 156 of black filament and 121 of silver. Now I did my typical usual printer settings, which include about 206 degrees printing, 65 degrees on the base, as well as 45 millisecond print speed. I did all supports and a RAF just to make sure nothing goes wrong and it all prints out amazing. So I'm really excited to get going, so without further ado, let's get these printers on and let's get printing. Alright, so the printer's just finished up, and these honestly look so amazing. Now, anyone who already knows Cal's lightsaber, or you just seen the picture that I showed in the beginning, you could probably already see the lightsaber coming together through all these different parts. Honestly, it was it was very easy to print. I kind of just threw them all in and generated supports. And all the prints came out extremely beautiful. I mean, some of my favorite is the back kind of, I guess you call it like a grip. I was a little worried on how my printer would handle this detail, and man, is it blowing me away. It is so beautiful. It's so nicely printed, like holy cow. Even the back piece, I was also worried with how the supports would come off, how it would actually finish and look. And again, it just looks so sick. So I'm already super impressed with this print, and we haven't even put together. Now I did do 2 different colors to help speed up the painting time, and I think it definitely pays off. I mean, if you're a person that's kind of happy with how it looks, you can basically put this all together and it's done. This was just, I used only black filament and silver filament, and honestly it looks really, really good. So I'm only going to add really a couple different things. So for the back, I'm going to add a black wash to kind of highlight some of the accents, and then as well as a brown wash to try to maybe show a little bit of rust. I'm going to add a brown wash to the grip on the bottom and try to make it like almost like a little dirty underneath with the little tears and everything. But pretty much everything else I'm most likely going to leave. I might do just a black wash all over the top, but I might do that when it's finished. Otherwise, I'm really happy how it looks right now, and I kind of don't want to accidentally mess anything up. And it looks amazing. So without further ado, let's get the black wash and the brown kind of rust wash on this guy, and then just a brown dirt wash along with some brown paint to paint this up. That way we can get this all assembled, and we get our first ever lightsaber in this collection. Let's do this. Alright guys, so the glue and the paint have finally finished drying. This thing is ready, and may I introduce to you Cal's lightsaber. Now this thing is absolutely gorgeous. It came out incredible. One thing before printing this that I was a little worried about was actually the handle grip. I was a little worried how my printer would handle that with the type of ripping underneath with that style, as long as the 3 scratch marks in it. And I have to say, printer printed it out beautifully. It looks amazing. And fully put together, this lightsaber is actually incredible. It looks just like the lightsaber in the video game, and also the way that it's built together and put together, it is so strong that you can kind of whip this thing around, slide it around, flip it over, whatever, and it stays completely intact. I would definitely say the head or the top of the lightsaber is more delicate than the grip, but I mean, in reality, you're not really hitting anything with the head or grabbing the head, so you're plenty fine to kind of twirl it around or have a little fun with it by holding the bottom grip. Now, I think the paint job came out absolutely incredible. I was looking to do kind of a dirty underneath with like dirt from the rips and the scars, as well as a rusty interiors. The rusty interiors didn't come out too much, but it definitely looks darker and a little bit more worn than the top part, which is what I wanted. The brown wash plus the brown paint and a dry rub of tan paint came out absolutely incredible on the bottom. I think, in my opinion, this is probably the best detail of painting that I've probably done in all of my videos. Now, I think it just turned out absolutely incredible because it really looks like it was broken and down dirty and ruined with dirt and scrapes on the bottom. Now, I also did a very light brown wash all over the rest of the black handle, and I think it came out perfect because you can't really see it unless it hits a little bit of a certain lighting, and then you can kind of see a little bit of the brown handle, kind of showing that it's like dirty and everything, but at the same time it's a little bit clean or trying to wipe it off. So it just shows a wear and tear lightsaber, and it just looks amazing. Now, going to the top, I made sure in the picture itself the guy had a copper ring in the middle, so I ended up painting the ring copper. I wasn't planning on it, but I decided to do it anyway, and man, I'm glad I did, because it just honestly makes the head pop with that one center, the one ring being copper. It just makes the whole head kind of pop a little bit and change the whole scheme from just gray and black to adding a little dash of copper, and just makes it look so much better. Now, the whole top of the lightsaber and the energy guards, or the lightsaber guards, came out in an absolutely incredible print. There was one section that was a little bit rough, but overall it's incredible. This thing was super easy to put together. The designer had it laid out perfectly. You know exactly where the parts go, what parts to print, and how many to print. I mean, it's incredible. Really, I'm in shock on how beautiful this thing looks. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment and a like down below. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as well as follow me on Instagram to get info on my latest vids, as well as different 3D print projects that you can't find on this YouTube channel itself. Honestly, huge success of the print. I really don't think we've had any bad prints so far besides the wood, film, and fail. But definitely taking the #1 spot as my favorite print that we have done on this channel. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you have a great rest of your day, and that's been it, guys. Peace.